WLNS is here for you with 6 News at 11.
Police release new information tonight as they call on the public to help find the driver in a hit-and-run crash today. It is our top story at 11. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. Siobhan has the night off. That crash happened around 3:15 this afternoon on Grand River Avenue at Campus Hill Drive. That's just east of Park Lake Road in Meridian Township. An SUV hit a woman who was walking and then drove away. Take a look. Meridian Township Police shared this photo of the suspect vehicle on social media, hoping someone will help identify it. It's a Ford Escape, model year 2017 to 2020, with heavy damage to the front end. Police say the driver, who did not stop after the crash, concerned citizens rushed to help the woman who was hit.
Arrived and found the victim in the roadway with several Good Samaritans who had stopped to render aid. The victim was transported to the hospital, and we are asking for the public's help in identifying the driver of the suspect vehicle.
Now the number for the Meridian Township Police is on your screen. Call in a tip if you have information or video that could help them solve this case. Police in Jackson, meanwhile, are asking for the public's help as well after a man escaped from police custody. Take a look. This is 32-year-old Tavis Porter, and according to Jackson Police, he's wanted for escaping custody. The department is even offering a reward for information that leads to his arrest. The number for the sergeant on the case is on your screen right now, so call in a tip if you know anything that could help. We have an update for you tonight on the story of Christian Nawubo, a landlord accused of violating housing codes. And tonight, we learned the city of Lansing has filed 8 lawsuits against him. Nawubo was featured in a 6 News Investigate series back in May, revealing that he was renting out properties that had already been pink tagged, even red tagged, meaning they were just not safe for people to live in. The city filed a lawsuit against him in district court on Thursday. Lansing Mayor Andrew Shore says these lawsuits support the statement in his recent State of the City address that, quote, bad landlords are on notice. Well, if you drive by the Ingham County Circuit Court in Lansing, you may notice something new. A pinwheel garden planted today to raise awareness about Child Abuse Prevention Month. Small Talk Children's Advocacy Center and the Ingham County Prosecutor's Office worked together to install this display. Pinwheels are the usual symbol of Child Abuse Prevention Month, representing the joyful, carefree childhood that every young person deserves. Organizers say they want the Pinwheel Garden to spur conversations and to help keep the spotlight on the issues of child abuse and neglect. Turning to politics tonight, the Trump administration declares tomorrow Liberation Day. That's when a number of new tariffs, including on cars and auto parts, will take effect. President Donald Trump is even expected to announce new tariffs on our trading partners that haven't even been revealed yet. As Erica Brown reports tonight, those new taxes and the uncertainty of the situation have rattled the stock market.
It was another turbulent day on Wall Street as investors reacted to tariff uncertainty. President Trump is set to announce global reciprocal tariffs Wednesday that will go into effect immediately. U.S. trade partners say they are poised to implement counter tariffs, and U.S. consumers are bracing for higher prices.
My family's worried. I'm worried.
Gonna hurt a lot of pocketbooks here.
Wednesday's new tariffs are in addition to previously announced tariffs, including one on foreign-made vehicles and auto parts, and a 25% tax on steel, aluminum, and other goods from Canada. Trump linked the Canadian tariffs to drugs coming across the northern border, but Senate Democrats are preparing a bill to reverse the tariffs.
We're here to stop a huge national sales tax being imposed on Americans through these Canadian tariffs that are based on a fake Canadian emergency.
At least 2 Republican senators, Kentucky's Rand Paul and Maine's Susan Collins, say they will vote with Democrats. As the White House escalates their immigration crackdown, the Trump administration admitted they accidentally deported a Maryland father to a prison in El Salvador, and they have no intention of asking for him back. Kilmar Abrego Garcia had protected legal status in the U.S. after fleeing El Salvador, and his family says he was supporting an American wife and special needs child. Vice President J.D. Vance called Abrego Garcia a, quote, convicted MS-13 gang member with no legal right to be here.
He's not a gang member.
Abrego Garcia's lawyer is pushing for his return from the prison in El Salvador. A court hearing on the matter is scheduled for Friday. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
Consumers Energy just got a rate increase totaling more than $150 million just approved last week. And now the utility plans to request another rate increase. Consumers is required by law to get permission from the state before it can hike its utility rates. But by law, it cannot ask for that increase more than once a year. Consumers announced plans today to apply for a rate increase on June 2nd, exactly 1 year and 1 day after its previous application. Attorney General Dana Nessel is criticizing the law that allows utilities to apply for rate increases every year, saying those companies ask for more money before they can even see the impact of the last rate increase. In the meantime, the Lansing Board of Water and Light held a community resource fair at the Geyer Community Center today. People from all over the Capital Region were invited to learn more about the resources and the programs that are available to help them pay their utility bills, as well as community partners like the Greater Lansing Food Bank, the Tri-County Office on Aging, and several state-level government agencies.
I think we had over 100 residents come in, and they were able to talk about financial assistance and meet with over a dozen of our local community partners.
If you want information on programs that are available to help you pay for your utility bill, just visit the Scene on 6 section of our website, WLNS.com. Well, the Impression 5 Science Center in Lansing is the best children's museum in the country, and you don't have to take our word for it. That's according to the nationwide review by Newsweek. The publication looked at facilities all over America and picked the best through a voting process that included professional travel writers and the public. Eric Larson, executive director of Impression 5, thanked Newsweek for the high honor, saying, quote, "After spending the last 12 years reinventing the guest experience at Impression 5, we are grateful for this recognition." And speaking of iconic Lansing educational institutions, Potter Park Zoo had some big news to share. Emmett, the resident male elk, has shed its antlers for the spring. It's an annual process for most deer, including the elk, to drop their antlers and grow a whole new set by fall. The antlers dropped by Emmett weighed, get this, 13 pounds each. Zoo officials are inviting everyone to stop by and check out Emmett's new look.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, there are times in the state of Michigan get all 4 seasons in about 24 hours, and this is going to be one of those with, first up, some wintry weather tonight. As we head towards tomorrow morning, notice the severe weather outlook. No severe weather is expected during the morning hours, but there may be a little thunder and lightning out there around drive time or shortly thereafter. Then in the afternoon, that's our big severe weather threat, level 3 risk. Although as I'm looking at new data tonight, pouring over everything coming in, it looks like to me, at least some of the instability may be held a little further to the south. Now for Jackson South, that means you're still in the thick of it, but for the Lansing area north, maybe we'll get out of this without too much severe weather. Certainly hope so, because at current, the tornado probability is pretty high as compared to last Sunday when we were at 2%. For this event, it's a 5% chance, and that's fairly significant. I mean, the winds above the surface are quite strong. Damaging wind threats, the big thing for us. This is what we really have to watch out for. The Storm Prediction Center says this area that's kind of shaded in these red bars, that's where the greatest potential of some 60 to 70 mile per hour winds will be. But again, new data tonight points maybe a little further south. Certainly hope so. Large hail threat will be there as well with any thunderstorms tomorrow evening. Satellite and radar, look at that. We're talking about severe weather, and we've got snow overhead. A lot of it not reaching the ground yet, but some of it eventually will. So some snow showers, some sleet pellets tonight, maybe even a little freezing rain. That's through around 3 or 4 in the morning. Then we change it over to rain showers, and we could see some heavy rain with thunderstorms, not severe, as we head through the daylight hours. It'll be cold tomorrow. Temperatures in the 40s all day until this warm front lifts north late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Temperatures south of that front will be in the 60s, and this will be our best chance for severe weather from 4 or 5 o'clock through around 11 o'clock as this main line moves through. One once that line clears around midnight, then we're in the clear as far as severe weather chances go, and things clear out nicely and not that much cooler. Highs will be in the 50s as we head into Thursday. So we check out what's happening outside tonight. Temperatures falling into the mid-30s across mid-Michigan. It's cooling off nicely out there, and with a dry atmosphere, that precipitation falls into it. It'll cause the temperatures to come down a few more degrees. Our Skyview network on the McLaren cam, we're at 38 degrees. High made it up to 45. Winds a little gusty today. That gave us the wind chills in the 30s. On the Grand Ledge cam tonight, temperature now sitting at 38 degrees. High today 43. Morning low was down to 24. In Jackson, similar. We've got cloud cover. Temperatures at 35 degrees. High today was up to 44. And our final stop in Hillsdale, cloud cover. Temperature not bad, 35 degrees. High was 43. And our wind gust up to 27. Tonight's forecast, and wintry mix possible. Low temperature near the freezing mark. That'll occur around 2 or 3 in the morning. Temperatures start to rise to near 34 by 7 o'clock. Chance for some strong to severe storms tomorrow evening as temperatures by 9 o'clock are in the 60s. And we're back in the 50s as we head into Thursday. Weekend forecast, we've got some showers on the way Saturday, Sunday. Colder, highs in the 40s with some clouds around. Next week, relatively quiet, some midweek showers, and then partly cloudy skies as temps climb into the upper 50s, maybe near 60 by next weekend.
You know, Jackson always has some of the most amazing sunsets.
Oh, yes. Jackson Cam always delivers on sunsets.
It does. And so tomorrow we just want to be extremely aware of the situation that could come through the Jackson area.
Right. And don't let your guard down here in Lansing just yet. That's kind of new data tonight. We'll see how it evolves tomorrow. But in the viewing area, I do expect severe weather tomorrow.
All right. First thing in the morning, I know what you're checking.
Absolutely.
Thanks, David. Coming up on 6 News at 11, Republican members of Congress want to rein in the judiciary branch as judges keep hitting the brakes on President Trump's agenda. We'll hear from both sides next. Thanks for watching 6 News at 11.